All right, guys, and we're off with the finals. Rodney won the coin flip, so he's going to break first for us. We'll see if practicing his break and that little intermission helped out here. He had a few dry breaks. This is true double elimination, and Shane is in the hot seat, so Rodney's got to beat him twice. Rodney comes up dry again.
EJ's actually going to come. Sweet. Good tournament. He had a great shot against you at the end. That's a tough shot, especially when the table was crooked. But you played good. Good tournament.
All right. Well,
Rodney came up dry on his break again.
I don't know if you saw us on the streaming. Was it on when
Yep.
Rodney was practicing?
Yeah.
You saw him break about 80 times and didn't pay off. Well, the 9's tied up. I think he's going for the stripes here. Shot. Let's see here. 11. I'm not sure what he's going to do with the 9 ball exactly. I think he was trying to get a little bit past it so he can float up and make the 11, break the 9 out now, but he came up a little short. He's going to try to find a new way to get back there. He's probably shoot the 15 ball. I don't think he's going to shoot the 11 now. He's going to use the 11 as a breaker ball to get into the 9. The 13's laying in kind of a funny spot too.
So I was wondering if he wouldn't, if he gets on the 11 right, if he won't.
Ooh,
wow.
Oh, nice. Trying to get it out now.
I was thinking he might try and play the 11 off of it, but
Yeah, I was thinking that's an option too. So, well, he's got the 9 out, but now he's got to worry about the 14 a little bit. But the 14 does have a pocket opposite side of the 3 ball. So he's still not in terrible shape yet. But yeah, the 13, I don't know. To me, I'd be concerned about that 13 ball too. It's just in a really awkward position. Yeah, he's looking at like shooting 13 ball up table. What he might be looking at is shooting the 11 ball up if he goes past the 2, and then shoot the 13 up next. And then float it down, and then shoot the 14. So 11, 13, 14 is a possibility. Well, he's taking a while to look at this tricky situation here. First game is always crucial. We always say that it's kind of making the impression, sets the tone for the match. So it's good to win the first game if you can. Okay, looks like he's going to go for a 9 next. Oh. Shot. Now the question is, does he have the angle to go from the 9 to the 14? By his body language, looks pretty good. He might even clip the 6 a little bit on the way in, float towards 3. Yep, a little clip, perfect. So he's in good position. So he's going to shoot the 13 last. He's going to play 14 to the 10, and then shoot 13 up table, I believe. All right, while Shane is looking at that, we got a new commentator in the booth here. none other than the creator, founder, and the slave of the Wyoming Open. Does everything during this event. You see him going around everywhere. Got EJ Glode here right next to me. How you doing, EJ?
Doing very well. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us to have you.
Yeah. It's been a very good event. We've had a great time.
Oh yeah, I think this is. This is only my third time here at the Wyoming Open. I think Rodney's been here like almost every 5 times, but
Rodney's been here all 6 years.
all 6 times. Oh wow.
One of very few players that have been here all 6 years. I've been here all 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine that.
It's impressive. Well, I was going to say, out of the 3 years I've been here now, I think this is the best one I've seen. To me, overall, the atmosphere and everything has just been even more exciting than before.
Seems to get a little better every year, and the condition of the tables continues to improve. We put more Andy cloth on this year. And,
everyone's loving it.
I've had no bad comments whatsoever. That's been playing excellent. These tables lay at storage most of the time, and we just set them down, let them get back to room temperature, and the cloth plays perfect. It's been great.
Well, that was a nicely executed run out there by Shane VanBoening. He took his time looking at it, but it worked out.
That 13 ball definitely was in the tricky spot.
Oh, yeah.
Figured out how to get it.
You know, you always want to get your trouble balls out early, but in this situation here, you know, he saved his trouble ball for last, which is always a risk. But, you know, Shane's just, what can you say? He's the number 1 ranked player in the USA right now, and arguably one of the best in the world. So
I think he did what he had to do to get the balls away from that problem ball. He couldn't move it otherwise.
Well, one thing about this match is that neither player are slow players. I mean, this is going to be a fast-paced match.
Very exciting to watch. These guys were here in 2009. We were still just doing a race to 6 at that time, and it was 6-5 both games. Rodney came back, beat Shane in the first round, and then Shane won 6-5 in the second.
Yeah, really back and forth between these two players. These two guys are really, really evenly matched.
Love how fluid they play.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't get much better than that as far as fluidity and rhythm. Wow, look at that
Look
break.
at how that cue ball just stops like that. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's the break that we all don't like to see on tour.
Unless it's our own.
Yeah. We've seen that from Shane way too many times. Way too many times. Well, I did a feature article on Shane for Pool and Billiard Magazine last year, and it was a very personable article about his life, his triumphs and tragedies. It wasn't just always about pool. He had a very interesting life growing up. But back to the pool section for a moment. I asked him, I mean, you're a Derby City 1-pocket champion twice. You're many times 10-ball pro tournament winner, U.S. Open 9-ball winner. I mean, you've won everything. I mean, what's your best game? I mean, what's the game you're going to play if your life depended on it? He said, no hesitation either. Bar box 8-ball.
Really?
That's what he said. I swear that's what he said. I was like, bar box 8-ball, that's the game? That's my game.
That's where he came from.
I'll tell you what, for a guy, a player, his caliber, that, people can make arguments about if he's the best 10-ball player, best 9-ball player. For him to say bar box 8-ball, that's what kind of shocked me.
That's pretty amazing.
I was like, well, if you're saying that's your best game, I don't want no part of it.
First time I saw him play bar box 8-ball was in Deadwood, South Dakota in 2002, April, as I recall. And he was on Tom Bourdillon's team playing anchor. We couldn't figure out this guy with the wide stance, what he was up to. And he sure ran a lot of racks. I think he was 17 at the time. That was the first time I met him. It was amazing.
Yeah, he really is a special talent. But, don't get me wrong now, guys. He puts a lot of hours into his craft. Part of the interview was asking him how much he practices, and he says he puts in a good anywhere from at least 30 to 50 hours a week of practice. Practice, not competing, just practicing. And I was amazed. I was like, I don't know any professional player on tour that practices that many hours that frequently. So he's got a very strong work ethic.
Just wish I had time to practice.
Oh, yeah, me too. I mean, well, actually, I just wish I wanted to practice. I just
Exactly.
I've just kind of lost desire over the years. My 15-year on tour now, but obviously most of my time's been spent producing and organizing events for Dragon Promotions, so I just don't really have the desire anymore. But, you know, it's fun to get out here and play and compete and see myself mess up and remind myself why we have to practice. Yeah. Shane played in the Super Billiards Expo, which we're going to next week, last year, and he lost his second round match to Brian Brecky. A good, solid player, but relatively unknown. And yeah, it was a pretty fair, you know, sizable upset, him losing to Brecky in the second round. And then he ended up winning the tournament. He won like, you know, 9, 10 matches in a row and beat Stevie Moore in the finals.
Wow.
So he had a long trek.
Yeah.
But when I was interviewing him, I asked him about that. He said, you know, I asked him during the tournament, do you still maintain like a practice regimen, or you just kind of save your juice for the tournament? He goes, no, I practice. Like, really? Like, how much? And he said, well, for example, last year when I lost to Brecky, second round, I was like, what the hell happened to me there?
Yeah.
Right? I went back there to the pool room and practiced 8 hours before my next match the next day.
Oh, wow.
I was like,
That means he's in shape, right?
well, or psychotic, or I thought, but no, but it was impressive. Okay, that was the first mistake there from Shane.
No jump cues in the finals.
No, Rodney just looked over and said no jump cues in the finals.
Yeah, we have an amendment to the rules.
Yeah, apparently if you played in this all 6 years, you can get one rule change.
In the final.
In the finals
Only in the
only.
final.
He said if you hook yourself, you can't use a jump cue. That's actually a rule to consider. Well, this is a tough jump here. Wow, he's jumping like a ball, one width. I'm not sure if I take this on. Well, I guess, you know, he's just thinking that he can kick at it, but the odds of him kicking the ball in from right there and give us this way, at least you have a chance if you make it.
Yeah.
You draw it back. You could scratch, though, if it draws back. That was a tremendous
shot.
effort.
Great
Tremendous
shot.
effort. Well, Rodney has got an open table here, and this shouldn't be any problem at all. Hopefully I'm not jinxing him by saying that, but he really is pretty wide open here. There's no trouble spots. Just remind everybody, this is a true double elimination tournament. Shane has to win one set. If he wins the first set, it's over. If Rodney wins the first set, it goes down to a second set. Race to 7 again. Is that right, EJ?
It'll stay a race to 7.
So, okay, so this is the real deal here. This could be a long one.
I've considered doing a set to 11 final, no double elimination, but we've just kept it like this. It's been fine.
Yeah, it's been fine. No complaints. Of course, you have a gun, so that might be part of the reason why there's no complaints here in the tournament.
Something like that.
Well, you know, it's not the fact that you have a gun, because everybody in Wyoming apparently has a gun, but the fact that you kind of like own the town and you have the gun, you could probably get away with it if you shot somebody you didn't like.
Yeah,
That's the part that kind of probably, you know.
I don't know if we should play that card.
Just kidding. Yeah, no, you're a sweetheart. Everyone loves you, EJ.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
You're kind of guy that I would almost take a bullet for.
Almost.
I would think about it for
Yeah.
real seriously.
Appreciate that consideration.
Great out. Well, it was
out,
pretty
buddy.
routine there. Yeah, we were kind of joking earlier, and Rodney was asking, is it double elimination in the finals? Yeah, you know, Shane just said, I told Rodney, I said, yeah, Shane said the first set's a practice set. Then if you beat him, then he'll get serious on the second one.
Yeah, that's right. Where the crowd gets more action.
Yeah.
Rodney's won this event twice.
Right.
2010 and once in 2012.
Yep, last year he's a defending champion, actually, back in the finals again. And actually, I think he beat Amar King twice in the finals last year.
He did. He came through the loser side.
Right, so
beat
it's
him
not,
twice.
it wouldn't be crazy. We're not talking crazy here if he does it. Of course, no disrespect to Amar, but Shane is, I have to say, consider it to be a little bit tougher challenge here.
Yeah, I would
This is-
think that.
Yeah, Amar is a great player, and actually he was supposed to come here this year. I enjoy watching him play as well.
That was a solid break.
But yeah, you definitely got your, I don't care who you are, you got your work cut out for you, and you're playing Shane VanBoening.
No doubt.
And if you got to beat him twice, God bless you.
There's not a lot of guys I'd take over Rodney for that task.
You know, you saying that is that it's very accurate because Roddy will be in a very short list that I have of guys that could do that. I mean, you know, if he beats Shane twice in the finals, it's not like it's like, you know, earth-shattering news, but it's a tall order. But Roddy's got the kind of game that he can do that. If he gets into a gear, especially, he's got an extremely high gear.
Yeah, he beat me 6-0 yesterday in a pretty good hurry.
I was on the stream table too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, they're calling you up.
I'll be back in a bit.
He just got to go back to do his tournament duties. Well, looks like Rodney's going to follow up here with another break and run here. It's a little tricky here. I might shoot this 13 ball first. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Nice shot. Just draw back for the 8 inside. Table plays a little fast. He's got to make sure he don't get the cue ball too close to the side pocket. Whoa, 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 horsey. Is that perfect? 2-1. All right. I'm going to see if I can take a break here. I'm going to see if I can get Raj Chandel in here. He's got a better accent than I do. He's been speaking English longer than me. Raj.
Thanks, Charlie. We appreciate it. Pleasure.
All right, Raj, I'll show you how to work it. It's pretty easy. Basically, there's just a push button here. When the light's on red, your mic is on.
All right, everybody, this is Oli. I'm back again. Joining me in the booth is Mr. Raj Handel. How do you say your last name? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I was hoping. I was going to be red-faced over here if I mispronounced your name.
No, we're good. Talking of mispronouncing names, there was a funny incident this week where somebody thought Charlie Williams' name was, what did he say? It was Richard Lewis. While he was getting his autograph. It was
That seems a little more like just a completely wrong name than a mispronunciation.
Oh no, but the guy actually said to me, he goes, "You sure?" He goes, "No, you're Richard Lewis." He was like, he was convincing Charlie for his name. Wow. Shame. It's pretty easy out here, to connect the dots.
Oh yeah, for you.
No, there's a lot of good players there this week. There's a lot of people who know how to play this game. I probably got the least experience playing this game, in all fairness.
I was supposed to be playing you this morning, but I lost to Bruce last night because there's a lot of dog in me.
This is not perfect on this 8. I mean, he's expected to make it, though, 10 out of 10, but a slim chance.
All right. It's going to tie it up, bring Rodney back up.
Shane looks so comfortable on these tables always. He grew up on them, didn't he? Bar boxes.
Yeah. I've actually had the pleasure of watching him play pool for most of his pool playing life, so being from the same town. So I remember spotting him when he was younger.
Who, Shane?
Yeah, and beating him, spotting him. I won't play him anymore because the last time I beat him, I think I was spotting him and I won. And
you just like to keep it there?
I'm just going to keep it that way.
Yeah, that's fair play, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
I could still say, last time me and Shane played, I gave him 2-6 and I beat him.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many people in the world want to give him 2-6 right now, though.
I'm not sure that there's any, are there?
No, there ain't. There ain't. He's something special. You know? Very talented. I like the way he plays the game. It makes me try harder.
Yeah, his understanding of the game is, well, all your guys' understanding of the game is like miles ahead of me or above me. You were on here earlier and I saw you make a shot and I was like, I didn't even see that. It would have never even dawned on me.
That's like anything, you know, the time you put in, and that's gonna give you the results, right?
That's true.
We've spent years upon years upon years, and even decades on playing cue sports. So it's a lot of work.
What amazes me about this game is that, I've played for 17, 18 years, and light bulbs still go off watching somebody that's better than me play.
Yeah, even now, like I'm watching this game, and you know, it's making me think a lot. Oh, I think he's overran there. That ain't no good. Might have to jack up and do something. I can't see properly on the screen.
Yeah, tried to switch to this view to see if he doesn't look like he's got the 12 ball down here.
Let's go to bank.
Let's see. Yeah, I think if he's going to be aggressive, I think he's got the 9 ball.
I think you got to bank this 9.
Yep.
Yeah, he hasn't got another shot, and then he needs to move. He needs to move that ball past the 8, or even into the 8 to make it go. Oh, that's terrible. That's become a nightmare, and that can happen on these tables sometimes, you know. And the balls react and come off so funny, like you get a freak result like that. Whereas I don't think he could possibly ever do that on a 9-footer, even if you try it. Shane's only really problem here is like the 6 and 3 are slightly hampered, but he's got ball in hand to fix that issue right now. Yeah, I like that shot he's playing there. That can work. If the 5 goes in the side, he's got to shoot that, but I'm not sure if it does go in the side. That's what he's looking at right now. He doesn't like it. He doesn't overly like it. I think he's going to shoot the 3 and break him out. That way he frees up the 6 to go anywhere, and he fixes his problem balls in one shot. I like this shot. If you can, just clip even the high side of the 14. No, he can't even get there. He's just going to bump right into it. There you go, that's good. He'll leave the 6 and 5 probably as his last balls. 2, 6, 5, and he's out. Kid makes the game look easy sometimes, huh?
Most of the time.
That's because it is easy. We're playing on a bar box. He knows the table, he's trusted the table there, but that's not great by any means. It's not great. He's going to have to hold that with the hair of outside. There you go, that's a nice shot.
Oh, yeah.
Smoothly done.
Just hard enough.
He's got a good feel for this, for the speed of this cloth right now. You can see he's comfortable.
Yeah, when he was playing Mark Vidal earlier, he was shooting pretty fast. There was people in the chat timing him. There was one rack, just under 2 minutes. He broke and ran, and he actually paused twice because he got out of line.
Got to give a shout out to the Run Out Media boys. You know, they're online. I don't know what you're on about this NyQuil business. I don't take medicine. I'm perfectly fine. Anyway, I'll see you guys in Vegas soon. Tomorrow, actually, to be precise. Shame with that break of his. He didn't actually hit them too great, but he's got plenty of action. It's nice spread open. So he's got a choice of whatever ball he wants to make here. He's got the 7 and the other ball hanging. I can't see which ball that is. Is that a 12? Yeah, 7, 12. I think he'll take the stripes.
How they look.
Shoot the 12 and draw back, maybe. Is he going to shoot the 7?
Oh, he's taking the 7.
Okay. I mean, either way, it was easy out.
That's one thing I've noticed about his break is there's very rarely anything tied up anywhere, and if there is, it's like 2 balls.
Yeah, he's out. Rodney would have to beat him twice here. Being true double elimination format.
Run Out Media is asking if you and the Rocket are driving through the night or waiting until tomorrow.
I don't see how that's any of his business. No, I'm just kidding. We're just driving straight down tomorrow. You know, Rocket, that's a hanger for him, that kind of a drive. He's mad. He's driving people crazy for years. Now he's driving me around. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be driving through. So we'll do something tomorrow. You know, go and get something to eat, normal kind of stuff, you know, real chilled out evening. Chilled out evening in Vegas. Could you imagine that? I don't think so.
It could happen if you're broke, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the only way I think it could happen in Vegas.
I guess it is possible. You can always run out of money.
We're using the measle ball.
Rodney's got pretty simple out here. He ain't really got to do too much.
I suppose we better give that cue ball away soon.
How do you determine the winner?
We're gonna pick from this list here.
Let me see if there's anybody. Let me see if there's anybody I know on there.
Yeah, we won't pick that way.
Give it to the Run Out Media guys. I heard they're short of like a ball or two.
See, now what happens if they're the ones that get it? Everybody's gonna think the drawing was fixed.
Yeah, Nathan, I don't know. I think Rocket is sleeping on your couch. You're going to have to get me, book me a room somewhere, like right next to yours. All right?
Yeah, Ray, if you're signed in, which you are, you're on the list.
It looks like he's playing good. Oh, he's a little hampered there by the 8 ball, but he doesn't have to do anything really with the cue ball. Just got to make this ball. There we go. He looks like he's really dialed in. Neither of these two look like they're missing, but it's just going to come down to who gets that little roll, you know?
Right.
Maybe somebody gets kissed in off the break or something or whatever, you know. That's all that's going to separate these guys right now.
Even the match before this with Mark Vidal, Mark made one mistake early, and that kind of was the determining factor for the match. Cost him a game, and he ended up losing by 2.
It's crazy. You know?
Never really made any other mistakes.
It's crazy, but that's the way pool is, you know. Sometimes you just don't, no matter what you do, it's not enough. Here we got the break of Shane. It's almost become like a trademark thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So famous for his break. It really hits him good, this boy. Times him.
Oh.
That one he hit actually terrible, but what I'm saying is most of the time he does actually hit really good.
And look at his
Wow.
his terrible breaks better than mine.
Well, the result of it, you know, he didn't hit him the way he wanted to hit him, but wow, look, he's got a tap in almost. It's got an extremely easy out.
All right. For some reason, my chat crashed there. But it looks like it came back up here.
I'd have personally gone stripes there. What did he just shoot at? What did he just make? He just make a solid.
Let's see if we can. Yeah, the one ball.
Why would he do that? Unless the 6 goes by the 8. Does the 6 go by the 8?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the 6 goes by the 8. That's why he did that. Okay. It's not the end of the ball. He's just got to make the free ball.
All right, we're gonna see if we can put together this drawing here. I will probably not be talking much here for a minute. Okay, Raj, I'm going to use you as my witness here.
What's that?
I'm just creating a random number here.
Yeah.
All right, random number. I'm not going to tell anybody what it is yet. Oh, blocking my screen. Oh, Charlie's in there twice. Got to count. Take him off there. All right. Well, I will announce the winner as soon as Shane or Rodney get out on this rack.
Oh, this could go wrong. It's not.
Didn't leave it easy.
But you want to know something? I think he can make that and go around the 10 and get a shot on the 8. Because he's just going to go one rail. He's going to jack up and maybe just really thin cut it and go one rail. Come back up.
think you can draw it enough to just go one rail.
Yeah, you can. You can. He's going to use a lot of English to spin that ball in. Or is he going to go around the 10? I think he's going the one rail option.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go, one rail. Perfect.
Wow. I'd have been trying to figure out how not to run into the 15.
He uses stroke, he jacks up, and nice shot.
All right, so the cue ball that we have here, signed by all the pros that are here, including Mr. Raj, who is in the booth with me right now, is going to go to Glover 9.
Who's that?
I'm not sure.
Sportsman Division Championship match. Table 11. Mike Kozanowski and Dwayne Twyford. Mike Kozanowski, Dwayne Twyford. Championship match.
And you will have to send me a message with your information and respond here so I know that you're actually here. I know, Mitch, I thought it was you for a second there, but it was close. All right, Brad. Well, if you can, send me a private message. You should just click on my name. You should get a message to send me a private, or a thing to send me a private message with your information, and I will get it shipped off to you. We do appreciate all the pros signing that. Appreciate you guys watching.
Nice out by Rodney. Just kept it plain and simple, short and sweet. All he could do is stay in there and just, trying to ask the question.
Yeah, he had a dry break that first rack, and
There was that break of his demonstrated. He does hit him good.
Mitch's dad.
Brad Glover.
Yeah.
That's Brad's. It's Brad's.
He won it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? He'll be happy. Then he'll try and sell you a cube for $400.
okay, Rich has it.
7-2-3-5. Could even go 2-5-3 if you wanted, but I like 2-3-5. Patterns are so important. That's everything. 8-ball patterns. That's what's going to provide the consistency of you getting out in the end.
Yeah, I would have shot it that way as well, just because I don't like shooting 2 balls on the same side of the pocket or same side of the table if I can avoid it. The 3 to the 8. Not that it was hard to get on the 8 from the 3, but if it's easy to avoid, I tend to try and avoid it. Just because that little bit of shape is what I usually mess up. If Rodney gets out here, what are the odds that we make it to Hill Hill?
Well,
You think Shane's got a scratch on the break for that to happen?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, something like that would have to go.
Oh, no.
Oh, look, you've just jinxed him. That's called commentator's curse.
I said Shane. I didn't say
I
Rodney.
know. I'm just messing around.
Fine, I just won't talk anymore.
Yeah, this don't look good for Rodney right now, you know.
No, he broke him too well for that to happen. Not that you ever want that to happen, but there's nothing touching.
It's very open, you know, extremely open. I'm pretty sure he's going to take the stripes on the strength of the 15. You know, the 15's blocking the free from going anywhere. Yeah, I can't see him not getting out from there. It's pretty straightforward out.
So what's on your guys' schedule for upcoming events?
Billiard Expo is the next one.
Are you guys going to that?
We're going to be down there for that. It should be good fun. It's always a good turnout.
No more upper Midwest tournaments coming up for you?
Where's that at exactly? Upper
Well,
Midwest?
here. Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana.
To tell you the truth, I'm only ever around this way once a year. And it's this time of the year, you know, and that's it. But I'd love to come out here more often. It's great out here in the mountains. You know, for me, it's a different kind of world.
I know, well, and it's not in the mountains at all, but one of the viewers right now is Ray Poitras. He runs the Four Bears tournament in North Dakota, if you've ever heard of that.
I have heard of that. He emails me often. He does email me often. He always stays in touch like online and stuff. So he's cool. Shane played great there. He couldn't be here.
Well, that's a good tournament.
That's a great tournament. Yeah, a lot of people. I wish I was in town for that, but it's just one of those things, you know.
Yeah.
But Ray, if you're online, hit me up sometime. We'll work something out and try and get the hitman to, you know, make an appearance. We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, congratulations to both Shane and Rodney. Great tournament for both of them.